paljon loistavia asioita paketoituna loistavaan pakettiin. Spotify Premium tarjoaa paljon loistavia.
Hi. Let's see if you can.
Erinomaisen äänenlaadun, yhdistettävyyden lähes jokaiseen laitteeseen ja keskeytyksettömän musiikin juuri silloin kuin haluat. Napata banneria saadaksesi lisätietoja. Kiitos, että kuuntelit Spotifyta. Aikuisten oikeesti. Olisit voinut kuunnella radiota. Tai pistää vinylilevyn pyörimään.
I will.
Tai kuunnella käsiraitaa.
Hi everyone.
Käsiraita on. Mutta sinä valitsit Spotifyn. Kiitos siitä.
Let's switch. Hi Mariana and hi Ashley. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. No. And I promise you, I'm going to start crocheting, but I haven't been able to eat any breakfast yet, so I'm going to do that first. Or at least something. I'm a real breakfast person, so I can really concentrate if I'm hungry. Let's see if the Facebook people also find their way here. I'm also going to say to, hey Seija, moikka moi. See if there is anyone on Instagram that would like to come and crochet. Do you have your yarn and hooks ready? And which pattern part are you on right now? If you are have been starting on the crochet along. Hi everyone, I'm right now live on YouTube crocheting the second and the third part of the crochet along. So come and check that out. Bring a cup of tea and a friend and some hook and some yarn. See you there. Bye. Hi everyone, I'm right now. Nice. Okay, and some music. And some breakfast. No! Yeah. I can translate. You're thinking about the bunny? But you don't have the yarn and the hooks ready. It's okay. The crochet along will be open the whole April, so you can start whenever you like. And then at the last day of April, I will close all the pattern pieces down. So just if you start before that, that's great. Are you tea or are you coffee people? Hey, Carolina. Good morning. Yeah, in Sweden, it's a bit earlier than here. I've come this far on my bunny, and my plan today is to fill this up with some stuffing and then do the second part when you crochet the legs together and then start on the body. Sorry. Hey, Mooney. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, that's fine. You can choose if you want to drink coffee or tea. I have a father that is a huge tea drinker, and nobody in my family have been drinking coffee. My two older sisters started when they moved from home, but I haven't started yet. So we have always just been drinking tea. Preferably the ones without taste, the ones, what's it called, Earl Grey and Darjeeling and Assam and coffee. That's good. Hi, Mariana. I'm done with part 4. Now I'm cooking some lunch. That's great. What are you cooking? You are all really quick crocheters. I'm hugely impressed. I drink both. That's great. And coffee. Here in Finland, I think the most people are actually drinking coffee. It's the most usual one. And we drink a lot. Really a lot. But haven't started yet. I know if I would start to drink coffee, I probably would be stuck and would need it every day, all day. Meat sauce and potatoes. That sounds really nice. So now I'm stuffing. I last live on Thursday, I made this first leg, and then yesterday when we had a digital online party, I made the second leg. So, but it's a lot of you that is already done with the body part and done with the hands. And tomorrow you will get the... Are we on the 5th part already? No, the 4th. The 5th. The 5th. There is not a lot of big parts left on the bunny now, so I think you are going to make those parts also very quickly. I like my amigurumis to be very stiff, so I put quite a lot of stuffing in them. I like that feel when they are sturdy. And then we need to fasten the ends on that one. I have like 10 different needles, and one of them is the perfect size and not pointy. So it takes some time to find that single needle. I would be quite devastated if I would not find that one. Is it the same for you, always having the needles on wrong places and not finding the right ones? Still working on the body. Yes, that's okay. We don't have any stress for finishing them up. I'm so happy that you all understood the color changes, or at least it looks like that when I see the pictures. It's the first pattern I'm writing with color changing diagram or grid, and it's always a bit scary to know if the readers are going to understand what you are actually meaning, but I hope it was not that hard for you to understand that. Okay, yes, and a second yarn end. I always find it and then lose it before I put it away. Then I have to search the Lounge and carpet for needle. Yes. I think that's a huge part of the crafter's life. Searching for needles. And hooks that you have put in wrong places. Okay. Let's stuff this one. How is your weather on the where you are from? Here is in Helsinki is really sunny right now. We had a snowstorm yesterday and it was like full-blown winter, and now it's spring again. Sunny and clear sky. Well, that's nice. I always feel that you have more energy when it's sunny than when it's raining, obviously. Yeah, and in Lahti, it's also sunny. Mutta yeah, windy. Australia, 7 p.m. and about 30 degrees still. Oh, that's hot. Kinda, it's sunny. Yesterday was snow day. Spain, Leon, the sun is shining brightly. That's nice. It really feels that the spring is also coming here to Helsinki now. Soon, we might have some summer. Okay, now I'm going to crochet these two together. They look like they are the same length, or should be at least. Okay. Hey, Eira. And still snowing. Oh my. You have got a lot of snow. Jeez. Okay, so now I'm stitching up the legs with 9 stitches. Let's see if I get this right on the first time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we'll make 3 chain stitches in between the legs. 1, 2, 3, and then stitch up the next one. I love the option for amigurumis to have them standing or be able to have them sit. So that's why I have designed these ones like this. I think they are so cute when you put them on a shelf. I used to have the bunny here, but now when I don't want you to see the full bunny yet, I have it here inside. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my, where do you have the last one? Let's do it again. Maybe now. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So now it's time to crochet the first round on the body part. Yes, so first in the back loops and then in the front loops. I hope I remember the pattern correctly because I don't really have it right in front of me, but I think I remember. And if you have any questions, just ask them away. I'm here to answer them all. And I'm really open, so I will answer as good as possible everything. Is it the first time that you are participating in a crochet along? Yes. I hope you like it and would like to join even more. I usually host, or last year I hosted a spring call, which was my first ever hosted call. And then I hosted no, it was the year before. I hosted a Christmas crochet along, a call for that. And then I hosted a spring call. And then last December, I hosted a Christmas calendar crochet along thingy again. So this is now my 4th hosted call. Yeah. And I think it's so fun to crochet something similar together. And it's so fun to see that one single pattern can turn out in so many ways. So I hope that you want to participate in more crochet alongs because I will definitely host them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. Now I need to check the pattern. I mean, you can't remember everything. No, I made your elk and hen last year. Yay! That's so fun. Yes, the elk was called Ra. Yes, this elk actually that we made for a Christmas calendar crochet along, and this is Gunvor, which we also made for last spring call, or when I called it Easter call, but now I think spring is a better name for it. Okay, pattern. Where do I have it? Easily accessible. Yes, I think. Yes, here. I mean hens, yes. I think she's a real cutie. I will also, Ralph is still a free pattern on my blog, divided in pattern pieces. I think it's 8 pattern pieces or something. But I also will publish him as a digital PDF download in some time. Okay, I need to check. How many stitches do I need for the body? $21 and $22, so that we have 42, 44, 42. 21 plus 21, yes. Moni, what yarn do you prefer to use for your amigurumis? Which is your favorite color chart? Do you mean like which are my favorite colors? But I can show you my favorite color if I have some with the label on. And yes, I'm live with pajamas on the bottom. These are my favorite amigurumi yarns. I prefer to use organic yarn because organic cotton, because cotton, the non-organic cotton is kind of heavy for the plant. So I prefer to use organic. And this is a Danish brand, but produced in Germany, which is called BC Garn. And this is Alba. It's 50 grams a skein and 160 meters per skein. So it might be a bit thinner than the Sheppies yarns that I know a lot of people use. And I use hook number 3, but I'm a pretty tight crocheter, and I think if you crochet loosely, I would recommend to crochet this yarn with 2.5 millimeters. And I prefer pink and green and yellow right now. That's my go-to colors. But I mean, I'm a rainbow person, so I like all the colors. And I have a big stash of them. So, do you have any favorite colors and favorite yarns which you crochet your amigurumis with? This is actually not that yarn. This is a Marks and Cottons, a Swedish organic cotton, which I've used a lot before, but I think the colors are they're not that bright as I like them to be. So then I have switched when I found the BC Garn yarn. I switched, and now I just use that one almost to every project if I don't want any thicker. I've also used a thicker yarn for my plant hangers, which is an recycled cotton from Lankava, a Finnish brand, which I also likes a lot. I would love them to make a thinner yarn from recycled cotton, for I would really like that instead of organic is great, but I would even like recycled even more. Tutustuin sinun netin kautta vasta noin viikon sitten, joten sinun koleihin ei ole osallistuttu, mutta ehkä nyt voisikin osallistua. Kiva, kun löytyi mut. I'm happy that you found me, Seija. Better late than never. And I mean, you can hop on, you can still make Ralph, which is a really old call. And if you like to do that after the bunny. And I host calls annually, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. I have only 20 stitches here. Well, that happens sometimes. And then I almost always are too lazy, so I just pick up an extra stitch where I like to. I think it's okay to freestyle. You don't have to follow the pattern like on every single part. Seija is saying Vera noin 9 month old. Yeah, you have an granddaughter that you could crochet for. Yes, that's nice. I don't have kids. I don't have grandkids, but I crochet for myself. So I think you could also. I'm trying to say that it's okay to make toys for yourself, even if you are an adult. My sister have 2 kids, but they have gotten already so many toys from me. So I'm trying to stay a little bit low with that one. I have used Drops Muscat Cotton and Novita Soft Cotton. I would like to try Shepjes yarn and some organic cotton yarns. Yes, that sounds really nice. I think the Drops Muscat Cotton and Novitas is a bit thicker than these cottons. But I mean, you get a bigger amigurumi or you get a smaller amigurumi, so I don't think that's. It is good when you write which yarn you use so I can find it here in Sweden. Yes, that's very nice. If you like to make a similar one that I have been. But I think also, I mean, amigurumis are perfect for scrap yarns. So take whatever you have at home if you have any. The size can differ a bit, but I mean, who cares? But that's a really good feedback, Carolina, because I have been wondering if I should write down the yarn that I'm using or not. Just because I know that people are using what they have at home when they are making amigurumis. Nice. I was just checking if there were somebody searching for us on Facebook, because last time I went live, the YouTube didn't work at all. So then I tried Facebook and going live from there, but that didn't either work. And then I switched to Instagram, and I know a couple of you had trouble finding where the stream was. But now it works, and it should be. And I decided to do this on YouTube because then I can put it up as a video so people can watch it later. Yep. Okay, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 41. Almost. And 42. So 42 divided by 6 is 7, isn't it? Maybe. Let's see. Yes. 7 single crochets and then a increase. Let's see if I have the time to even begin with the color changes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 4, 6, and then a double. Do you have any other crochet projects in between the call parts? Oh. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Två, 3. I mostly crochet clothes. That's nice. Do you have any preferable? Do you like to crochet cardigans or tops or? I would love to crochet some clothing pieces, but it's such a huge project, and I feel like I have a blanket project that it's been ongoing for 5 years now, and I don't get it finished. And I always stuck on crocheting amigurumis because they are so quick and you get them finished, and it feels so nice when you have them finished. So, but one day I will make. Right now I'm really into crocheted lace summer tops, like cropped ones. That would be very nice. Mon says, I always fall in love with something else and leave my work unsewed. I know. I think a lot of people have that problem, and I do too. I have a blanket on the go, one of those ones where you collect all the pieces with the magazines. It's taken me years too. Yeah, that's a huge project. I'm making a granny striped blanket with scrap yarns, but at some point my my scrap yarns were all I didn't have any scrap yarns yet left, so I needed to start new projects to get more scrap yarn for the blanket. So that's also why I haven't really worked on that one for a long time. But yeah, I understand. That's also why I now crochet the legs together with the body at the same time, so you don't have to stitch them onto the body separately, because we don't like that one. You could try a shawl. Yes, I have. I'm actually. Do you know Potter and Bloom? She has Emma has a shawl called Five Wives shawl or something, and I've started on that, but I don't know. I've chosen a yarn that I like to look at, but it's not really, I don't know. It's not really my color scheme. So I don't know. Maybe I will rip that up and change colors or something. But it's not really. The colors right now are not really motivating me to crochet on it. I've also started on the bee shawl, the bee something, which is like sections of different crocheting patterns, and it's all bee themed. And that's also, I made it in cotton, and I don't really like shawls in cotton. So, and it was really tiny also and got really stiff. I probably would have needed to use a bigger hook, so it would have been more soft, but I didn't. And then I did never finish that piece off. So I'm quite bad at finishing stuff that isn't amigurumi. I also have blanket projects, and then I have few knitting, sweaters, and socks. That's nice. I right now have a plant hanger that is unfinished. It looks like this. My plan is to make a lot of plant hangers and get a lot of plants up in the ceiling, because I don't really like them to be on the window, because I think take a lot of photos there, so I don't want to have any extra things there. So I'm making a lot of these right now. And then I have a pig that I'm working on, which is a commission. A small pink pig, a päråke, which is also a pattern that it's an old Green Yarmay pattern, Christmas themed pig, which is really nice. Yeah, fun that you are both knitters and crocheters. It feels sometimes that you are always put in a separate category. You either crochet or you knit, and it's really nice when people are doing both of them. And yeah, I've also been knitting. I like knitting sweaters, but that's also quite a big project, so I'm struggling to start them. But thank you so much. Yeah, I really like them. I have a plant hanger there too, which is more like you see there's a lot of holes in it, so you see the pot through the plant hanger. But these ones are really plain. I will probably put them up as the free pattern on the blog in some time. Okay, we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So a increase. Africa blanket by Plain Jane's Crochet Circle and Africa flower ball. Oh, I like. Is it with those African flower squares? Crochet African squares blanket. And you're also knitting a Elämä on runopeittoa. Oh, that sounds really nice. I like granny squares, so I've been thinking about starting a blanket with granny squares, but I would like a solid blanket, and I've been thinking to make it white, but it feels like it's really stupid to make a white blanket. But I know it would look so pretty. Yesterday we had a after work with my coworkers, and we were crocheting and knitting, and I was teaching my friend to knit to crochet granny squares, and it was really really fun. She got really hooked and are now making a huge yellow, like this yellow blanket. I think it's going to be awesome. 3, 4, 5, 6. And a increase and 1 and 2 and 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 2 3 4 5 6 and the last. Do you use stitch markers to keep track on your rows, or do you just know where it is? I feel like the stitch markers are a bit in the way when you're crocheting, so I haven't really. I don't really use them that much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Okay. Saya is using stitch markers. Yeah. I always recommend, if I'm on hosting a course for beginners, to use stitch markers, because I remember that in the beginning it was really challenging to find where the beginning and the end started and ended. I use a bit of yarn to make the start. That's also a great idea. I think yarn might be less in the way when you're crocheting. And a row counter too, as I get lost. Yes, that's great. And especially when you are crocheting legs or something that needs to have 30 rows, I think that's a huge help. Do you have these manual clickers, or do you use any app? I've started on the second increase row. So I'm crocheting 7 single crochets and then a increase. I use a manual, yes. I know those one. I don't have one, but I've seen a lot of people use them. The manual clicker that you wear around your neck, very stylish. I've seen also those that you can put on your finger, but I don't know. But I mean, how nobody would care if it's stylish or not. The main point that it's working. I'm also using a very unstylish hook right now. I've been crocheting with this for, I know it looks really disgusting. I've been crocheting with it for like 3 years and I crochet a lot daily. So the rubber is now peeling off the metal part and I don't really know if you have any good advice on what kind of crochet hook I would need to buy for myself, then I would gladly appreciate any suggestions. Because this one wasn't really that great. Or, I mean, they are great for a certain amount of time, and I don't know, maybe all crochet hooks start to look like this when you have crocheted for a while with them. This is a pack of crochet hook. I think it's like a fake clover or something. You get them in a set of from 2 millimeters to 8 millimeters and everything in between. And I really like them because they are really colorful and I like nice colorful hooks. I also prefer the ones that has a rubber grip. I think they are nice for your hands. I use a looks like mine. Happy that I'm not the only one having a hook that looks like this. I mean, they should look like this in the beginning, but yeah, mine doesn't look like that. These ones that I don't really use at often. The crazy thing is that I have 2 that looks evenly disgusting, and it's always the 3 millimeter hooks. Yes. And a lot of people have told me that I should use the Addi hooks, but I don't really like them because they have the end is quite square, and these clover, I think this is a fake clover, but I think all the clovers are more pointy at the tip, and I think that makes it easier to get through your stitches. Yeah. Someone else crocheting here into your amigurumis. Or projects overall. Clover is better. Yeah, I would like to test out a real clover and see if they also after 3 years crocheting daily would look like this, or if they are better quality, or if the rubber is better quality than this. I will be crocheting in 10 more minutes and then I will say bye to you for this time. And maybe I will go live once more to finish up the whole bunny. I also use clover hooks when I have a few knit pro. Clover is better. Okay. Yeah, it's odd that you, or I think that all the crochet hooks, or if you aren't a crocheter, you probably would think that all the crochet hooks and that it wouldn't make any difference whether it's squared or whether it's pointed. But when you have crocheted for a long time, you notice the difference. And I like the handle on the addi, but it's more plastic, but I think it is more durable than the rubber ones. I would like to try wooden hooks. I have a complicated relationship with wooden hooks. I would like to like wooden hooks. I think that's the problem, but I don't really do because the yarn gets stuck in, and I think it's just faster to crochet with a metal hook than with a wooden hook. But that might also be that if you have that, it's something that you need to get used to. Just that it's just maybe you need to crochet in a different way with a wooden hook. I think the bigger wooden hooks are easier, but the smaller ones, I would like to find though a metal hook with a wooden handle. That I would think would be very nice. Surina or something like that. Pretty hooks. Okay. That might also be different with the qualities of the wooden hook. I think if you have a wooden hook with that are coated in something that makes it more slippery, I think that would work. But I have used these kind of natural wood hooks that might have some sticks and so. I mean, this part on the wooden hooks that I have used haven't been really that high quality, I guess. So, but I've seen the furl hooks, and some of those I think is in. I think some of them are wood, aren't they? And I mean, those are very pretty, and though they look quite coated with something that it looks like they might be easier to crochet with than these natural wooden, I mean these Novita hooks. And I've also used a Anna and Joanne wooden hook. I think they are really, really pretty because they are dipped in colors on this part. But yeah, it's not my favorite hooks to use. Wooden hooks in small size is very hard to work with. Yes, I agree. Yes, Furl's Streamlice is mine. My favorite. Ooh. I think I might invest in one someday. I would like a yellow hook. I also found a Etsy seller for these customized hooks in wood, and they were also coated in different colors. And I found a super pretty yellow one, but they cost like around 50 euros each. So I haven't really. Maybe I will wish it for my birthday or something. The first. Yeah, you made the first feet for the bunny. Yes, I hope I will see you again very, very soon. And if you are in the Facebook group, you will probably hear a lot from me. I think it's become a really great community. It's been a bit quiet in the earlier calls, but now it's I like it so much when people are sharing their pictures and progress, and you're commenting on each other posts and just encouraging each other. And yeah, I think it's becoming a really nice crocheting community, which makes me really happy. I'm now on the third increase row, and I need to check how many I should make, but I think it's 3, if I remember. Yes, 8 single crochets and then a increase, and then 1 plain round, and then it's the color changing time. I think I will be able to get the last row before the color changes at least done before we say goodbye. Okay, half of the row left, yes. I hope this yarn will, that I will get to finish the bunny with this yarn, because I don't know if I have any more. But I mean, then we will switch yarn in the middle and make a crazy colorful bunny instead. I had that problem with my commission yesterday. I'm making this pig. This is how far I got right now. And I started with a yarn that I thought that I have a huge amount of in storage, but I didn't. So I made the body and the 2 legs and the nose for the pig. And then I didn't have any yarn left. And then I went searching for yarn and noticed that I didn't have any more yarn. So I got to rip it all up and change which color and which yarn I used. That was pretty annoying, but that happens. I'm glad it wasn't any bigger amigurumi that I was working on. I love all the colors in the Facebook group. Yes, I do too. It would be so. I think I will put them, all the finished bunnies, in some sort of picture, like a color. Yeah, put them together in some kind of group photo. It would be so nice to see them all together, all the different colors. People are really making them in all rainbow colors, and that makes me so, so happy. And I mean, that's spring. Spring is filled with colors, so I think it's nice. If I don't really like crocheting to amigurumis that are the same. This is an exceptional case that I'm now making my second bunny, because that's never happened. But I think it would be really nice to have one bunny in each color of the rainbow. It would make such a great picture, and it would be so nice. But we'll see. I think I might be bored of this pattern after this bunny, so Then I'm now designing I made a poll on the Facebook group. I don't know if you remember which animals you like to crochet. So now I've scrolled them through, and now I'm designing a unicorn because I noticed that there was a lot of you that loved unicorns. So I'm going to make a similar sitting animal in a unicorn form, and it's going to be so nice. This is now my third design for these sitting animals. And I don't know, maybe we should make up some kind of name for the group of designs that the animal family. But if you have any name suggestions, what we could call all the, I don't know, all the animals together. When come next Green Yarn Mail box? The next Green Yarn Mail box will be available for sale in May and will be shipped in June. Yes. So keep your eyes out for that. It's kind of, if I'm going to explain Green Yarn Mail in like 30 seconds, it's it's like the crochet along kit, but it's not a crochet along, or I mean, it's kind of a crochet along, but you get a crochet kit in your post 4 times a year, and you get the pattern, you get the yarn, you get some more inspiration and more pattern suggestions if you don't like the pattern that's actually in the box. And yeah, it's like a crochet kit that you get on the post, a subscription box. And yeah, it's really nice and all organic. I try to minimize extra package, and yeah, very environmentally friendly and a great way to find out and try out new organic yarns if you're interested in that, or just get an inspirational crocheting boost to your post. I have 1 row left. Are you going to? Okay. Well, then I'm going to. My boyfriend is going to start playing. He has a Dungeons and Dragons game, so I need to go and say goodbye to you now. I didn't get to finish my last row. I've been bubbling too much, but this is how far I got, and I hopefully will finish up the body. But I need to take a break and finish the pig commission before I crochet this one. So I hope you all will have a really nice weekend and a really nice Saturday wherever in the world you are right now. And I'll see you in the Facebook group. Have a really nice day. Bye!
Sorry.
Okay.